What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new channel, a new series, and a new city. My name's Jimmy, and like many of you, I love playing Cities Skylines. Tons of hours put into the game, tons of hours watching gameplay. And you know what? I figured I'd throw my hat into the ring, add my gameplay to YouTube, and hopefully there's someone out there that enjoys it. But honestly, I figured if I'm going to play it, might as well record it. And let's see what comes of it. But we're going to start out with this brand new city, and like I said, a brand new build series on this beautiful map. I believe it's called Two Brothers Islands. Got it off the workshop. It is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, from the water, the terrain, it is just stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning to look at. From all angles, really. And yeah, this is the map we're going to use. Our start square right there. Not a lot of buildable area to start, so starting out is going to be a little difficult. A little challenging. I like it, but yeah, I mean, look at this map. It is gorgeous. I can't wait to build a brand new, hopefully very beautiful city here on Two Brothers Islands. So let's just get started. So once again, here's our start square. We've got highway access here. There's highway access over here. This will likely be a lot of high density population, big downtown. I'm thinking this here will be kind of sleepier suburbs, island life, maybe tourism, kind of along here. We've got some areas outside. You can have nice little pockets of population. And then the other main island here, I'm thinking this will be a lot of high density with, I mean, just this gorgeous like grotto area. Well, that's what I'm going to call it. I mean, it's stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, really excited about this one. Let's get going. So let's start laying down some roads. Let me get reoriented here. Sorry, I'm spinning the camera around like crazy. Hopefully none of you get seasick. But yeah, let's start. So we need to get some roads down here. And of course, let's unlock some of our additional roads. And I'm gonna go and just place a little 6-lane section. Actually, we'll go back a little bit farther. Thinking a little something like that. We'll come out a little more. I think we're gonna have a roundabout there. Now already not lined up exactly where I want to be. So we're just gonna use a little move it. Hopefully make it a little straighter. I'm thinking somewhere right along here is where it's gonna be. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so let's get a couple one-ways going in here. Let's move these out, make it look a little better. And then we're gonna need a little node controller to widen this up here. And we'll come back in a detailing episode and get these lines all fixed up and looking pretty. But for now, we're just getting started. So let's just get things functional. Turn off our crosswalks. Don't want anyone blocking traffic there. And I think on the end here, we're just gonna put a roundabout. And do I have some 3-lane roads? I do. Alright, so we're going to use this 3-lane road, no parking. I think 40 should be fine. Like I said, I'm thinking this will be kind of like a sleepier suburban area. It'll obviously be a lot larger out towards here. But even then, I'm not sure what our resources are looking like. Okay, I'm thinking industry. We got a little farming, forestry. We could even do a little ore over here. I'm thinking this might be some industry. A little tourism area here. And then high density, big city over here. So I think this little roundabout here will be just fine. And let's get lands and roads. We're just gonna start with a simple gravel road, save some money. And we've got this rail line that's straight through the middle here. Straight through the middle. Don't like it. But we're gonna have to figure a way to make it work. Right now, I see this road here, so I'm just gonna connect that up. So right there, that gives us two ways to access this area down here. Highway there. They're connected through the mountain, so they really shouldn't need to cut through here. We'll do that first off. Let's go back to our gravel roads and start thinking about how this city is gonna look. So, off this roundabout, I'd like to have something coming straight off here, and for now we're just gonna go right over the train tracks. I'm thinking we may end up building either the train tracks up, building this road down. I'm thinking train tracks up. We'll build the train tracks up at a later time, but for now I think this rail crossing will be fine just to start out. I think over on this side I'd like to throw in our industry, so I'm just gonna go say out to there. We'll put a little industry out here. Maybe we'll do train station on this side of the tracks, housing and whatnot on this side. I don't think we're gonna need these little offshoots of track, so I'm just gonna get rid of them now and free up some more space to build. Alright. So obviously we're on an island. I'm thinking ocean, salt water. Shouldn't really pump from the ocean. Keep it a little realistic. We could pump from here, but I think I'm gonna just do or do we pump from here? You know what? I think we will. We'll put a little side road right off this drag here. We'll put a couple services over here. I'm thinking a little water pumping station. It's an eyesore, but I hate to do it. It's a bit of an eyesore. There's really no way to hide it. No. Calling a mulligan. We're gonna take that back. I'm gonna do water towers. But I am gonna go and tuck the water tower. I'm thinking over in this general vicinity. We're gonna tuck it right by the mountainside there. At least so it's not super visible. And while we're at it, let's just start laying some pipe. I'm thinking we keep all of our water treatment inland. And why not just tuck it right here at the end of the road? You know, we got pipes. So we've got our water down. Or this little industry area. Thinking right about here. Let's just go out 10. even 10. We'll do that. And we'll kind of just follow our border for now to make things simple. I'd really like that to be straight. It's not going to let me. I'm going to clip the corner. Call that good enough. And this will be our industry area. And let's come off 10 this way as well. I don't like those junctions that close. So we'll say, let's get our junction off here. We'll come straight across. We'll just come right on this corner. I like it. That's going to be our industry area. And while I don't want another crossing, I think it makes sense. I think it's logical to have one over this direction as well. So I'm just going to come straight off the edge here. And we'll go 20 units off. And we'll do that there. All right, let's start putting in some homes. I'm gonna take this down another 10, and I think I am gonna do just some basic grids. But I'm gonna try to follow the coastline a little, just to make things interesting. We are totally bleeding money because I left this game playing. So let's pause that for now till we get our roads down. It's a little awkward shape, but I think it'll function very well. Let's get our electricity in here while we have the money. I'm thinking we tuck that right back here. Let's finish laying down some water pipes. Make sure we have good coverage. I'm gonna need to install some rural power lines because I hate these vanilla ones. This will be good for now. And yeah, so we've got our sewage hooked up, we've got our water hooked up, electricity in. I'm gonna need to run some more electrical lines. For now, I'm thinking let's just come off here. Let's put some lines in kind of close to where I think people are going to start to build. And hopefully we can make that connection. And yeah, let's start zoning in. Gonna go hit play. Let's start zoning in some residential. I want this area to fill up first. I'm thinking we have some right here as well. It's about there. I'm thinking this will end up being all commercial, so let's zone that in now. Both sides of the street. And even this whole block in here. And this will be residential throughout there. Perfect. I like it. I like it. All right, now we're gonna go and drop our budgets way down to start, because we're definitely gonna be making more than enough electricity, more than enough water. And yeah, let's speed this up and let the city fill in a bit. All right, so we've got some residents filling in, we got some commercial filling in. We're still not turning a profit just yet, but once we can get some taxes, I think we'll be just fine. 260 population to our first milestone. We'll get there shortly. So let's just speed her back up until we get there. We've got a little bit of residential, a little bit of industrial demand, so let's start zoning in some places for these folks to work. That should be enough for quite some time. Let's keep building. So we still have plenty of space for people to build houses. Demand for everything's pretty low. We should hit that first milestone here in a sec. I mean, come on, just look at this map. It is gorgeous. The blue waters, those great mountains. This is going to be a fun one. This is going to be a fun one. I mean, even the detailing. And there we are, Little Hamlet. We get access to taxes, which will be huge. Our first loan. Garbage, healthcare, and education. So let's get to it. And I'd like to keep things as green as possible, as early as possible. So I know we started out with the coal plant and the standard inland water treatment, but I'd like to really try to stay as green as possible. So with garbage, we've got a small recycling center here. It's only 16,000. Obviously a lot more than a landfill, but I'm thinking we're going to use it. And actually this large recycling center V2 that I installed from the workshop, it's about the same price as the one that comes with the Green Cities pack. So I believe it does a lot more. Actually, no, it's the same. All right, so just larger footprint, 25 pollution, 10 noise pollution. Looks like it's around the same thing. Same capacities. Same price. So let's just see which one looks better. Obviously this one's a lot smaller. This one here is a lot bigger. I'm thinking I like the version that I downloaded. Seeing as they're both 16, I'm gonna do it now. I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, let's do it this side of the road here. We'll plop it in right there. Huge chunk of money, but that's what I'm going for. And because we have access to taxes and loans, I'm going to take advantage of those immediately. Usually I can get away with 12% tax, so I'm going to do that across the board. And I am going to take out a loan. I know lots of builders are against loans. Me, I say why not? I don't like the first loan here, but we're going to need it to get some of these services in. 10,000 for medical, 10,000 for elementary. Leave us with our 8,000 that we had left. So let's go ahead and get that in. Now for schooling, obviously I'd like it to be centrally located. I'd like it to be somewhere that makes sense. I'm thinking this area over here just looks like a school area. I'm thinking elementary can be in here, high school future, some basketball courts and parks and things right over in this area. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And I think I'm actually gonna run a road right down the center here. Just gonna break this off. And plop our school in there. Our medical, I'm thinking right along this main drag in here will have a lot of our city services. So let's extend the grid up just a bit since there's space. We'll go up 10. Put our medical right off here. And I think that's it. We're good to go. I'm not going to worry about updating these roads, but we are going to put in some more zoning. I do want to keep this clear here for some parks and keep this area in here, but I think we could let some residents start to build. Maybe on this outer rim? Yeah, let's do that. That'll also help jump the electricity over. We'll put a block in there. And this here, train tracks right behind you. You wouldn't love to live there. We'll wait. I'll put two more in there. I want to kind of preserve this here. Give access to a beachfront down the line. So let's start the game back up. Let's just see how it builds. Before I forget, actually, let's set up some little traffic manager here on the roundabout. Make sure that functions like we want it. And on these junctions here, before they get too busy, just want to preserve the right of way there. And same here. Do it now before I forget. I'm not too worried about any of these here. If they get too backed up, we'll look at that, but at least the main drags here are set up. All right, we are filling in nicely. Around 415 people. We're making some money, which is great. Let's slow it down a little bit here. Our power has not jumped yet. That's because these houses haven't built in. So what I think we're gonna do, I hate putting in temporary power lines. Do I have any of that zoned? I do. Hate putting in the temporary power lines. Waste of money. But we need it. Let's do a line from here straight across. That'll allow us to get rid of this. And then from there, well, we're not using it yet. So for the time being, we'll just pop electricity in there. It'll help promote some growth in this area. And we'll take it out later. But yeah, we are looking good. Our demands are starting to climb back up. We have plenty of space for industrial, so I'm not worried about that. We have plenty of space still for commercial, so I'm not worried about that. Residential, we will come up to a limit on residential pretty quickly just because of the nature of the area, how much land we have out here to really use. So I'm gonna think about extending our roads a bit. And sorry about your house, but we're going straight through it. And we're just gonna zone off these here. Right. let's just connect this up since we've already made a junction here. Yeah, I think that'll work out nicely. And we could have some more residential right here. Right now, all of our commercials really centrally located right in here. And I kind of like that. But I would like to get some pockets of commercial in elsewhere. If nothing else to help some of the traffic flow. I'm thinking this area over here likely would work well. Maybe just along the back side, right up against the rail, kind of protect the homes, the residents from that train line. So I think this is our zoning for quite some time. Got a water issue over here. It's because we didn't have any pipes in this area. So we'll connect that up. And yeah, we are looking good. I'm liking the way the roads are starting to take shape. I think this will end up looking really nice. I'm thinking we'll need another way out. Maybe right over here. Just so that there's multiple ways to get across the train tracks and out of the city. Instead of everyone coming up this main drag here. These folks will likely come this way. Going through the industrial is not great. But I think, yeah, if we had another connection over here, I think that would make sense. And I think just a simple 90 right off one of these roads. We'll curve into here. And, oh, I wish I made that line up better. So we're going to call a mulligan. Come off there at 90. Just like that. And that is how we're going to get folks across there. And they can even get out of the city this way, should they want to. Now we do have this little area over here we can start to build up. I am thinking this will be a good area as well. I think a lot of our population moving forward is going to end up being over here. But in terms of our resources, we have some farmable land. We've got some oil over here. This wouldn't make bad industry either. Really, we just have the forestry there. But we could put a lot of population kind of around it. Have some ore on this side of the highway. Some farming right here on this side of the tracks. I think that could work. And while this is fertile land, I think I'm just going to build up a community over here. I'm thinking. There we are, 550 population worthy village. That is our next step. We do have access to buy a square. Typically I like to hold off buying squares until absolutely necessary, just so that I'm maximizing the square that I'm in, and not getting sidetracked with another area. But we can now assign some districts and policies. We get access to that second loan, the one that I really like, along with the third one. It's a big chunk of money. Some policies, fire and police, some specializations, even for building commercial, which I like, and access to some of the stations. I did download a few custom ones from the workshop, which I will likely be using because I love the look of them. But right away, we're going to go and hop into districts because I want to make this area here its own district. And like I said, I think this is going to be kind of a lower density, sleepy town. And I like the look of the organic and local produce specializations buildings. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I am going to paint a district. It's just going to be to cover the commercial that's right in here. We're going to say organic and local produce here. In terms of some of our other districts, let's see. I mean, I think this could function as one big district. It's really not that big at all. So breaking it up really doesn't make sense to me. We'll keep this up here, north of the tracks, as our industrial zone. And below the tracks, south of the tracks, if you will, right, and let's go ahead and fix Applegate Heights for now. And if there are any suggestions for district names, city names, road names, let me know in the comments below. I will pick out the favorites, either most liked or just my personal favorites, and we will rename the city as you guys see fit. I don't like that at all. I'm not sure what I'm doing over here. We'll back this off. Doesn't need to go that far. Okay. Good, so we got some basic districts down. And I'm not sure if I'm going to build on this side of the tracks in this kind of area here. I'm not really sure what to put in there, but I will include it in the main city, just to keep things simple. Right. All right, so we've got some basic districts in. And let's start thinking about what we need next. So clearly we need services. We have our medical, we need fire, we need police. I'm thinking we could have it lining this main road here, really, if we wanted to. Or we could tuck it in back here and have some commercial on the front there. I don't really like that. I think we're going to have our services here in this area here. So let's put that here. We can have a little walking path behind it, maybe. Why not? And that's not the right police station I wanted to put down, so we're going to lose a little bit of money. But I want to put down this one here, the police station medium. It's a little larger. It's a little bit bigger area effect than your standard police station size. It does cost more. We're just going to go with the standard one for now. We don't have that much money. But this is nice if you don't want to go and upgrade to a police headquarters or department. It's a nice in-between. But I think for now, standard police station will do just fine. And then for fire, we're going to do the same. We're going to use this fire station here. And I would like to go leave a little area for some additional parking. Yeah, let's move this down. Let's move that down to there. I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, I think we'd like a little more parking for the medical clinic, right? We might be able to tuck some right behind here. That's some additional parking. Let's see what we have here. I did download some assets from the workshop for parking. Let's see what we have. But yeah, we've got some nice little parking back here. I'm thinking we add some additional pavement just to make that look a little more realistic. And then we can come through and detail the back of this. What's behind here? We need some access. We could use a little more access. Maybe we run a little bit more concrete behind the building and off the side. We'll leave the side, okay. So just a little bit off the back, and we'll come through and detail that. Detail that up. But okay, our city services are in fire, water, medical. We've got schooling. We haven't unlocked the high schools yet. We do have recycling for trash. So in terms of services, we are good. What else did we unlock? Ability to take another loan we don't need at this point, which is great. Set some policies. Let's take a look at some of the policies now. Let's see what we could do. Power usage, water usage, smoke detectors. Not really too worried about. I usually don't go and turn any of this on. I have recently. I've stopped doing it. We do have our city vitals, so we're gonna pop that open just to keep an eye out on things as we go through. But I think for now we are good. Things are dinging away, upgrading away because they've got access to those new services. People are loving it. There's upgrades happening all over. Stephanie Williams is missing her goat. And I think our power connection is probably good, so we can probably get rid of some of these lines. But we do need to go and put down some water. I think we just run it straight through. Connect it up. How's our power doing? So we've made the jump, which is great. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And now we just have this power line coming out to the dang water tower. And what I might do, if we get some money, is put a little wind turbine over here. Just to power enough for this water tower. I'm thinking we may do that just to clean up the city a bit, you know? But we are losing money. We are losing money, and I'm not sure why. Taxes are good, budget's fine. Our budget's probably a little aggressive. We could start tweaking it if we wanted to, but I don't feel the need. There we go. We're back to making some money, just a little hiccup. I think we will soon be running out of buildable space for residents. We've got a little bit here, a little bit in here, one spot there, and then we're full. So we do need to start thinking about where else we're going to have people living. I'm thinking that's what we're going to start to build over in this area. That's going to cost some money because we're going to have to lay some road, lay down some water pipe. I'm thinking for now we could just to tide us over, we could put some housing in here. I mean, really don't know what I'd put there otherwise. Ideally some offices, but we're going to be a ways away from that. So maybe we keep it clear. On the other side here, maybe this is like an office park. This section here, kind of an industrial office park. Got our industrial zone over here. Got some commercial. Like I said, this will probably be schooling and parks. We could probably pop in a couple small parks in through here, some plazas. Maybe a little park here on the corner. We have all this beachfront access, which we'll have plenty of options to go and do that. I'm thinking we could even pop a little road back here just to utilize this space a little more. Get closer to the beach. Let's look at doing that. Let's see what we could do. Let's see what we could do for a road. I like that curve a little better. It does give us some access to put in some additional housing through there. And I would like to get one more connection through here. I don't want to split it up. I want to leave a little bit of room in here. Give some space, hopefully, for some parks. I think I am going to extend this road down. Sorry about your houses. Sorry about your houses. Yeah, so I'm thinking we could probably pop in a park or two there. We can get some beachfront access stuff throughout here. But in terms of housing, we'll let people live right in there. Nothing's going to live there. We'll probably have some paths and things to kind of go through there. We'll preserve the beachfront access right here. Yeah, let's do that there. So that gives us a little bit more residential space. Fills that out a little better. And I think we're gonna have to start looking at putting something in over here. I've picked a couple great roads that I'm excited to use for the first time. I think I'm gonna use it over here. But for now, I think we're gonna keep with the dirt roads until we are making a little money. Now my options are a little limited on how we're gonna come into this area. So I'm thinking we just pick a spot kind of right around here and come into this area. And we're gonna build just a simple little grid. Now we do have, turn on our topographic lines. We do got a little bit of elevation here, so I don't want to go kind of up and over or anything. So I may back this off just a touch. Let's see it. Oh, I don't have my curve on. And see if we can kind of curve right on the edge of that. Yeah, there will be some stuff kind of built up on the ridge there if we allow building there. But I think that'll work okay. And then we're just going to pop in some simple grids back along here. I like those shapes. I like those shapes. It's all about shapes. Okay. So we are making a little bit more money each week, which is great. Our residential demand is definitely going up. A lot of these areas have switched over to these green buildings, which I think just look fantastic in this area. Definitely fit the space well. And there's plenty of space left for commercial. Our standard commercial can still be right out here, so no need to worry on that. And how are we doing on education? Education's still fine. We're good. Traffic is fine. I do want to go and make sure I turn off despawning. I want to make this hard. I want to make this as difficult as possible so that we have to learn and set up better roadway networks. So I'm going to make sure I turn that off now. And yeah, let's get some water pipes out this way, some electricity out this way, so we can start putting in houses over in our new little community. And we'll tuck it in right in there. And that'll provide power to our new area. And now in this new area, we're gonna let people start building. So I don't really want them to build on this edge here. I'm not sure. I'm thinking we put in some kind of like nature reserve, some paths, and make this kind of a nice little park area over here. So I want to preserve this right there, but we are going to fill in everywhere else. I do want, yes, I want them to start here to jump that power, and we can start filling in things over there. I am going to let them build on this side of the road. However, I'm not going to fill in this whole block. We'll just go 4 tiles. Same thing here, 4 tiles. And I'm sorry, I'm going to do this just because I want to make sure that people are building this way. I don't want them building that way. I want to kind of keep this as a nice entrance in to the city, or to this little community here. Great. They are building a little bit everywhere, which is perfect. And I don't think we're going to have a road coming through there, so I'm not worried about preserving this kind of right away. I'm just going to let them build right in. And power has not jumped. Power's not jumping. Oh, it is so close. It is so close. So close, in fact, that I am just going to use move it. So try to select this larger, the circles, and we're just going to tuck it in just a little closer. There we go. Power's jumped to our new little community out here. It's a little bit of ways away, but still has, I don't think there's a bad view anywhere in this, on this map. We've got great views. There's a train line right here, kind of adds a little ambiance, I think. Why not? Hear the train go by, see the water, see the waves. Quick access right down into the wave, to the waterfront here. Nice white sand beaches. I mean, I'd love to live out this way. We are having some electrical problems, so the electricity isn't really flowing out there. We're getting a little brown out. I think that has to do with our budget, even though we have plenty of capacity. I think maybe the Realistic Industries mod is messing up with me. I've had this issue, and I haven't used that mod before, but I did see it and I wanted to give it a shot, and I think it's been messing with our utilities, or at least there's something messing with the utilities. I don't like it. It says we have capacity, we have plenty of availability, we're producing a lot, but I'm getting these random brownouts. So, not too sure what's causing that. If you happen to know, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I'm not too sure what's causing that. But yeah, I think we're good. We are looking good. That seems to have helped curb the residential demand we've got going on here. Still have plenty of space for houses to come in there. They are a bit ways away from services, but it's nice and quiet. You don't have the hustle and bustle of this little dirt road city. And speaking of dirt roads, I think we're getting to a point. We're making 22 a week, 2200 a week. I think we can go and start updating some of these roads. I think we'll leave this as a nice little dirt road area. Unless we got the money to upgrade everything. But I think we're getting to the point where we could go upgrade some of our roads and make some people happy. Let's see what roads we have. Well, the ones I've downloaded I can't wait to use: Historic Main Street and these red brick streets. We've got those done. And I think we're gonna go ahead and use them. All right, there we are. We've got our names in. We got Main 1 through 10th. This road here, it's Anna Road. We don't have a name for that. Anna Road kind of comes all the way around here. There's Parker. We don't have one for that. And Highway, we don't have one for that. Also up here, Chapman Way. Don't really have something for there. And we haven't named our industry. But to round this out, we've got loads of money. We have loads of demand. Let's go ahead, upgrade our roads. And I think that's what we're going to call it. All right, I think we fixed our zoning. We got tons of residential demand and a lot of houses that are going to need to build back up. So hopefully they build back up. We are going to need to do a little bit of demolition there. A little bit of demolition here. I think we can just probably move this back. We probably could have moved those back as well, but alas, we've already demolished them. So not much we can do. We got this huge like electric car park thing that's built right up here on Main, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. We might end up deleting some of this and letting other things grow in, but for now just need to get some of these houses to grow back in. And before we forget, let's fix our parking lots because they are now they're now in the middle of the sidewalk. We don't want them. We're going to move them back off the sidewalk. And now there's at least a sidewalk. And we'll do that. Oh, we did missed one. Missed one red road. Okay, I think we got most of that. These here, we're just going to go and upgrade them to just a bog standard industry road. We'll probably end up demolishing some things. Maybe not. Perfect. That'll be industry. And then this here, we'll just upgrade this to just your standard road. Standard paved road. Red brick as you come across into the city. Yeah. I think that looks fantastic. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you like the look and feel of our brand new, still to be named city? Like I said, sound off in the comments below. Any suggestions, improvements, things you would have done different, let me know. I want to hear it. I want this to be our build. Once again, my name is Jimmy. Thank you for stopping by our first video on a brand new channel. Hopefully you come back to watch the rest of the series. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this video with any of your friends who love City Skylines like we do. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks. Peace.